He's a great guy.
Oh,
so
yeah?
would love
What
to
makes him
support.
great?
Why are you filming me?
You've got some twisted ideas.
But I think if he doesn't get anywhere here, Ireland would be his next victim.
Oh,
Give
like,
me one.
Lots of stuff. Oh my gosh.
Just
You're
one.
Overwhelmed. Okay.
Give me one and I'll let you go.
Can you close this door, please? Just tell people.
Sorry, can I just know,
I'm sorry.
have you flagged me in particular?
I'm sorry.
How much is this costing the taxpayer?
I'm not here to answer any questions. I'm asking you to
Why does Mark Carney get armed RCMP security?
stop.
You said you're the police. What's your name and badge number? David Menzies for Rebel News here in Mississauga, Ontario. And folks, we're standing outside, emphasis on outside the Mississauga Convention Centre. You see, this is yet another Mark Carney meet and greet. But I can tell you, if you're a member of the independent media, you are not going inside. And that's such a shame because I desperately want to hear Mark Carney answer some of my questions. First and foremost, his armed RCMP protection. Why does he feel he needs that? Have there been any credible threats? By the way, who's paying for it? Now, I get it. He qualifies for the protection by getting the blessing of the public safety minister. But certainly, Mark Carney has the means to pay for the security. Is he? I doubt it. And even if he said he was, how can we believe him? He is being caught in a litany of lies, the biggest whopper. Him saying that he had nothing to do with the Brookfield Asset Management headquarters move from Toronto to the U.S. The records show quite a different story. Also, when it comes to media freedom, it was only some 13 months ago in Davos, no less, where Mr. Carney denounced my treatment at the hands of the RCMP to my boss, Ezra. Do you remember that? He said it was wrong.
It was absolutely the wrong thing.
Well, thank you for saying that.
Look, freedom of the press.
What changed in 13 months? Why does he run away from media? He wants to be the prime minister. That means he's going to be dealing with some tough hombres around the world. He can't answer some simple questions. And really, in terms of economic policies, is he going to get rid of the carbon tax? I don't think so. Is he going to open up the oil and gas sector? Again, I don't think so. He's presenting himself as an agent of change, an outsider, but he's been advising the Justin Trudeau Liberals since 2020. That's 5 years, folks. And one final thing, and I find this perversely ironic. Just earlier today, the Trudeau government announced another ban of 179 firearms. I am absolutely certain Mark Carney is on board with that gun grab. But isn't it interesting, when it comes to his own personal protection, he has armed RCMP officers, and for what? To defend him from impolite questions? Once again, hypocrisy. Once again, if Mark Carney didn't embrace double standards, he would have no standards at all. And again, one law for thee, one law for me. So we're going to try to scrum Mark Carney. What they do typically now is they shuffle him in through the tradesman's entrance. Pretty cowardly, if you ask me, the lack of accountability. But in the meantime, we will speak to the party faithful, the Carney cultists, and find out why it is they're coming out here to support the man who would be Prime Minister. Hey, man, what makes you come to this Mark Carney event?
To pick the guy that'll help lead our country forward at this moment in time.
Oh, really? What makes you think he can do that?
He's got the skills.
He's the best candidate and is going to be the next Prime Minister.
It's a wonderful opportunity, I think, of getting together with all the Liberals.
Oh, is that a good thing to get together with Liberals?
Yes.
Mark himself and everything he's done.
Oh, what has he done?
I think he's done a pretty good job at managing the situations that he's been put to.
Such as?
Support the Liberals.
Oh, is that right? Oh, why would you want to support them?
Because you're a rebel.
I think she's passive-aggressive. She's trying to piss me off by voting Liberal. What did I ever do to that nice lady?
Very nice. He's will be the next Prime Minister.
Oh, he will be? Okay. How about you, sir? Are you a supporter?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, thank you. I don't want to be. Why are you filming me?
We're just practicing journalism, man.
No, thank you.
You know, well, okay. Mark Carney doesn't like freedom of the press either.
They're not a lot of great politicians around. Unfortunately, they're just not around. You got to pick. That's the way in politics. You got to pick the best of the worst.
He's a great guy.
Oh,
so
yeah?
would love
What
to
makes him
support
great?
Everything.
Everything. Wow, sounds like Mr. Perfect.
Sorry.
No, sir. How about you, sir? A lot of camera shy people. Don't touch me.
Hoping for a better Canada.
Oh, is that right? Yes. Do you think Mark Carney will deliver a better Canada?
He will. He will.
Oh, how so?
His experience.
Okay, then.
He knows better than anybody else I've ever done my research on.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Not quite the answer I was hoping for.
Well, I just want to see what he has to say.
Oh, okay then. Are you a Liberal supporter?
Normally.
I was excited to see Mark Carney.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
What makes you excited?
Well, I'm in healthcare.
Okay.
And I think as the way he speaks and his policies, I think he's going to be great for our country.
Excited to have a smart person coming out and having hope for the future.
He is the man who can face the Trump, and he can give him a big shit.
He's been caught in so many lies the last 2 months, sir.
He is one of the best person I would like to support him.
Oh, okay. Why did he move his company when he was on the board, Brookfield Asset Management, to the U.S.?
Maybe he'll disclose that this evening.
Everything changes over time.
Can we trust him to tell the truth?
Yes.
We can't. How?
I'm confident.
He might have been with the board when the decision was tabled, but then there's always a process of clearance and vetting. So when it was formalized, he wasn't there.
Every moment of our life, we do what we think is best for us.
Okay.
Or for the country, or for the company you are working for.
How would that be good for the country, moving the head office?
But now it's time for him to take some other steps, right?
If the board decides that, the chairperson doesn't override that. So if he understood that, I mean, I don't know what you're asking about, but if you understood that stuff, what he said made perfect sense. It didn't sound like a lie at all.
But he's wrapping himself in the Canadian flag.
That's enough.
That's enough. Okay.
You've got some twisted ideas.
With the current media, it's just that you're going to always say something and like you're going to be caught on stuff. It's just hard to be perfect.
No, it's not true. You want to spread lies, go ahead, but I'm not going to.
Please correct me. What about Brookfield Asset Management when he said he wasn't on the board when the decision was made to move it to the U.S. from Toronto?
Read the public record and get yourself comfortable with it.
But sir, I even know the date, October 31st of last year.
Enjoy your evening.
Okay.
Well, I find it interesting that nobody ever asked about Poilievre for the same thing. He lies all the time, and nobody seems to care.
Oh, what has he lied about?
Lots of stuff. I feel like
give me one.
Out of his mouth.
Okay,
give
me one.
Lots of stuff. Oh my gosh.
Just one.
Overwhelmed. Okay.
Give me one, and I'll let you go.
Okay. He'll say stuff like he always has something negative to say about Canada. Like, we're doing so badly. Everything's poor about Canada.
But we are doing badly. I mean, is anyone better off now than they were 10 years ago?
You know what? It depends on what you're looking at, what measure. Like, definitely we want to have, there's a lot of work to do.
Are you better off now than you were 10 years ago?
I'm not so sure. I'm not very happy about the inflation, the job market, the housing affordability. So, no, I'm not so happy. I think we need change.
Yes.
Oh, what field are you in? Not pharmaceuticals, I assume.
No, I'm a lawyer by profession.
I believe that Liberal Party has done a lot of good work for Canadians.
Can you give me an example? Because I look at the cost of living, I look at the crime wave that we're under, unemployment. I'm trying to find the silver lining here.
If you mention cost of living,
yes,
that is whole world. It's global.
Well, you know what? There's a lot of factors involved that. A lot of it not having to do with them.
Okay.
But ultimately, the thing is, it's not just him. It's just the way society is. And there's a lot of things going on, though.
People will charge me as being elitist or a globalist, to use that term, which is, that's exactly, it happens to be exactly what we need.
Is that what Canada needs?
Exactly.
Really? Why is that?
Because he knows in which way he will have to take to the country.
Canada has to look into expansion into other parts of the world in trade.
We need a good economist.
That might be good because, like, no matter what we think, but this world is actually, this is a huge world, and Canada plays an important role in that. So we need somebody who can see the whole picture, whole world.
Hello, sir. What brings you out to this event?
Future Prime Minister of Canada.
That's uncanny. That's the Liberal MP for Woodbridge. You might remember his famous, or should it be infamous, discussion in the House of Commons.
Who would love, their fishermen would, fisher folks would love to have access to Europe like our Canadian fishermen do. Fisher folks do, excuse me.
Yeah, so even he couldn't follow the script. There's nobody in the fishing industry I know that uses the term fisher folk. I'm now with Derek Noonan, our freedom fighter extraordinaire. Very quickly, Derek, I heard you on your megaphone. That's what attracted me into the dark. I heard you asking if Mark Carney is going to cry like Justin Trudeau.
I've made sure that every single day in this office, I put Canadians first, that I have people's backs.
Do you think, by the way, those tears were genuine from Justin Trudeau today?
I don't think so. He is a drama teacher, and he utilized all his skills for that the other day. Absolutely. This guy said he has this country's back, and he was crying like a little schoolgirl.
Let's say we go to the polls, and let's say the Liberals do not get another mandate. Is Mark Carney hanging around in opposition for 4 years for the next kick at the can, or is he going to pull an Ignite-F and get to the airport toot sweet?
Oh, he definitely get to the airport toot sweet. And I think what he'll do, to be honest with you, is he'll give Ireland a go because he has the citizenship there too.
Correct.
He, Britain, he kind of has a bad record there in Britain. But I think if he doesn't get anywhere here, Ireland would be his next victim.
But I don't think you're getting into this building with that toque.
I hope not.
All the good people are out here.
Can you close this door, please? Just tell people.
Sorry, can I just know?
I'm sorry.
Have you flagged me in particular?
I'm sorry.
I don't understand.
Me neither. I'm sorry.
Can you get me an answer? This is just, I am a lawyer. I'm a journalist. I registered for the event. I'm not like a troublemaker. I don't understand.
To be honest, me neither.
Stay out of the building, please.
Please don't touch me.
Well, please don't touch me. Trespass. Get out.
And who are you? What's your name?
Police.
Okay. What's your name and badge number, sir?
Away from the doors, guys.
I'm outside the building. What's your name and badge number? You said you're the police. What's your name and badge number?
This grouping of rebel news.
Well, Pardon?
I'm an independent video journalist.
Pardon? 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 Can you repeat?
The site management team is asking that you guys move to the sidewalk. I'm just here to enforce the rules that the management have asked.
Okay.
Which is to have you.
Oh, nobody from management has talked to us. By the way, why is Mark Carney getting armed RCMP protection?
Okay, we're not doing an interview. What we're saying is just move to the sidewalk. That's the information from the site proper. They just want you guys on the sidewalk.
Okay, then.
That's all.
So, you guys support shutting down freedom of the press?
No, we're here to enforce their TPA property, their policies.
Okay.
And they've asked us to ask you guys to step on the sidewalk.
And when you say they, that's the management?
That is the management.
Okay, I guess we're going to have to leave. Thank you, officer. Have a good night. Ma'am, as we're leaving, you are RCMP. How much is this costing the taxpayer?
I'm not here to answer any questions. I'm asking you to.
Why does Mark Carney get armed RCMP security? How much is this costing the taxpayer, ma'am? Is this really why Mark Carney has armed RCMP protection? It's not about a bona fide threat. It's about impolite questions.
You need to leave the property.
Well, knock me down with a feather, Mr. Press Freedom, Mark Carney. He called in the Peel Regional Police. I guess his armed RCMP protection. They're not Well, they can't lower themselves to boot us off the property for some reason. They're too busy protecting Mark. I don't think protecting him from bullets or knives. I think protecting him from impolite questions. And knock me down with a feather under threat of trespass. My beloved colleagues Lincoln Jay and Alexa Lavoie, we have to leave the premises. Like I said, this is a man who wants to be the Prime Minister. This is a man who, if he is the Prime Minister, he will be dealing with some really bad characters on the world stage. And he can't even take a question. He can't even show some transparency and accountability. I ask you, whether you're Liberal, NDP, Conservative, Green, People's Party, or other, is this really the man? Is this really the coward you want to be the next Prime Minister of Canada? For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Well, folks, enough is enough, wouldn't you say? Canadians are clamoring for an election. Please, let's call one now. Go to our website if you can. Call